Hey friends. Okay. Did you know I write poetry? But I haven't written in a while. I used to write so many poems a day. It used to make me smile. But then life went and got too good. Now I smile more frequently. And I guess I no longer needed to write to raise my frequency. I just wrote that because I haven't written in a while. Well, not significantly. I made some more coffee and I kind of just wanted to sit around and chat. Ooh, yesterday I sat outside and listened to the birds. Listen to the birds. They do not speak in words, but still, so far I've heard. Hello. Wait. Uh-oh. Ew. Listen to them echo off the edge of the universe. Gotta go. Over here. And then I was sitting in the grass with Daisy by my side, and then I heard one say, big bird, and it was talking about me, huh? And then it saw her and it said little. So it was like big bird, and a little. And then it was like telling its bird friends, and I realized I think they fly around all day and note on what they see. That's what I figured out. That's what I think the birds are doing. Yeah. And then they all see different things. And so they probably all have I bet each species has its own personality. And so the seagulls, I mean, you can imagine what a seagull's like, you know, kind of asshole-ish. But a little aloof, you know? And so they probably just see people and they probably just mock people or something. And then you've got the cormorants that are out here, dude. They're all they're really assholes, and they will specifically target certain boats to poop on. Not very nice. And then just, I don't know, the little birds and their little happy personalities, and they're probably all and I'm watching the water moving, now the wind is picking up. They're probably saying stuff like that. Mm. Does the knowledge come through me as silence, or does the knowledge come through me as sounds? I think the knowledge comes to me as silence. And the knowledge moves through me as sounds. I think the knowledge comes to... Did you hear that fish? Or that bird flapping on... It was a bird flapping on the water. I think the knowledge comes to me as silence. And the knowledge moves through me as sound. You know what makes a silence uncomfortable is us not being comfortable in ourselves. Other people might still be uncomfortable in that silence. Like if you're sitting in a space with someone else and then you're uncomfortable in the silence and then you become more comfortable in yourself and then you become comfortable in the silence, you'll notice that other people aren't. It's very difficult to get comfortable with silence. We just fill our ears with noise all day, every day. The voices of others, the thoughts of others. It is consuming. You know, we consume through our senses. I've said it before. We don't just consume through food, we consume through what we hear too. And what we choose to fill our ears with is I don't know, just as important as what we choose to fill our bodies with, choose to fill our mouths with. It's how we fill ourselves. That's what we're filling this vessel with. We're filling this vessel up with the senses. Can we make it louder with our thoughts alone? Can you make the birds louder? Can we make them closer just by thinking about them being closer? Can we make the wind pick up just by imagining the sound of the wind picking up? Imagining feeling it on our face? Can we make all the noises of the world around us get louder and crescendo all at once? The sounds of everything pick up. Cars driving by, airplanes going overhead, the wind picking up, leaf blowers going, lawnmowers. And are they really getting louder, or are we just finally noticing them? Every creak, And can we make them quieter? Can we make them settle and calm? By choosing to come back here. Back into ourselves. It all really is just a matter of perception. What we choose to put our attention on, what we choose to hear. Do we choose to hear the pause in between the sounds? Separate the identification of the sounds so they just become part of the hum in the background. The more scattered your mind is, I'm sure the louder everything outside around you is. Or so you perceive it to be. I wonder if that has a lot to do with like frequencies, you know? What other frequencies we're connecting to based on like how we're feeling in that moment, what we're choosing to put our attention on. Are we choosing to put our attention on the light, the silence, the space in between, rather than the material, the physical, what's there? And riddle me this, I have, since I was a child, been able to look at air, especially outside, in sunlight, most particularly, in particularly, and I can see things moving around like in the air. Not like birds, not like bugs, not like clouds, but like I don't know, when I was a kid and I like learned what atoms are, I was like, oh, like, yeah. Or, you know, like air molecules and stuff shooting around in the sky. When I learned about that as a kid, I was like, yeah, I can see that. God, I wonder how birds see things. I want to show you this. Come here, come here, come here. Dude, that's life, just like lifing out there. Is that set up again? Is that centered again? I think so. Just how fantastic. Anyways, yeah, I see stuff shooting around in the sky. And I always have been able to. And then I grew up and started being able to, like, I don't know, I realized I can kind of feel colors and stuff. And then I learned about synesthesia and that's a thing, which explains why I don't like all colors. I actually am not a fan of orange. I've never liked the color orange, but it is, I override that with my desire to write in different colors than I've written in most recently. Why not? These two. Okay, well, I guess you're just gonna open yourself. Which one first? Which one first? This one. Why not? Actually, that doesn't even feel right. That's what I thought. Flyers only. Whoa, I've got my foot over here moving and stuff. I'm not listening at all. This is interesting. What a feeling. King of Swords, decisions. What does this have to do with? I just went like so off track whenever I pulled the deck out. I guess I wasn't expecting to pull cards at all, and I should have just stopped it there. But now that I'm looking at the King of Swords, decisions, air, birds, thoughts, shaping the sky with our thoughts. And I think that the birds are up there, you know, we shape the world with our thoughts and our actions and the energy that we exude off of us as we go about our lives. And then the birds are up there. Like, I don't know, I've often said that I wonder if they're like helping the weather patterns, trying to like move the winds around into different patterns and positions and directions and stuff, so to guide the weather. But they probably do that with the energy, trying to like sing and make the world better than like our energies, where, you know, just like take our story and I don't know, it's like I was saying, it's like they're watching what we're doing and they're up there like talking about it, but like they're talking about it in a better energy than we are, because we're usually so down in the dumps about stuff. Dude, what a realization. And strength reversed. Have the courage to have that connection. To be able to look into the face of the lion and see it without fear. Look at your situation and not see, you know, have the courage to turn that strength the other way around. Don't look at your situation like it's so bad. It's not. But help the birds out, you know. Help them not have to do so much work. The earth is pulsing. Pulse of mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Get grounded. Spend that time. And I remember, just like earlier, the soul plan. The fated life versus the destiny life. Be weird. Follow your destiny. Your destiny is in line with the pulsing of the earth. Got decisions to make, but you've got the strength and the courage in order to make the right decisions. And the better energy that you have as you make those decisions, the easier time that all of nature will have, because it's not going to have to work so hard to, I don't know, it's that love, it's that light that shines from within. It's like every single thing is here to try and find that the best that they can in themselves. And it's just easier to find it in yourself and spread it, because when you find it in you, you start to see it in everything else, or start to see it in everything else, and then that'll spark it in yourself. Okay. Oh, and look, the Wheel of Fortune, the Angel of Destiny. Oh my God, the Angel of Destiny. Ooh, what? Okay, that's crazy. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, things just got so magical. Oh, whoa. I literally didn't see that before. Ooh. An angel of blessings beneath it. Wow. Destiny, blessings. That's literally what we're receiving right now. Holy cow. Progress. Oh, man. Whoa. And it's the Hierophant reversed, right? Which means doing things in a non-traditional way. Literally going off the path. That is so cool. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Let's take that in. Whoa. The Wheel of Fortune. You've got to follow your destiny, not just the path that you feel you've been fated to follow. Ooh. You're doing it different. Wow. You are so much more in resonance. Your destiny is in resonance with that of Earth's. In resonance with that of the whole. Wow. Oh my goodness. You've got the power, you've got the strength, you've got the courage. You can do this. Oh, that's so beautiful. What a beautiful life. Everything is so nice. The clouds are up in the sky, and the birds are flying high. Thanks for joining for this very interesting chat.